Women's basketball used to be stuck in the shadows of the men's game.
Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away, and she's fearless.
Many saw it as slower, less intense. Then came Caitlin Clark.
As the Fever get that mid-post area right to the rim.
Here's Boston for three, trying to extend her range.
This year, she stole the show with a game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer, the kind that sends chills down your spine. It wasn't some clunky, old-fashioned heave. This was a smooth, modern jump shot, the kind you see in the NBA. It was a highlight reel moment that turned heads everywhere.
No shot is a bad shot, and when you can shoot it as well as she can, she just adds another element of surprise that you can't really game plan for because it's so kind of just unseen. And once she crosses half court, she's within her range. It's always a threat. Biggest thing is how she balances that and her playmaking ability to get everybody else involved.
In a recent WNBA playoff game, Caitlin Clark experienced an eye poke from Dejonai Carrington, which sparked a lot of discussion. This reminds me of an event that changed my life. In 2016, I was driving to a reunion with friends when a distracted driver ran a red light and crashed into me. My car was total, and I ended up needing multiple knee surgeries. Insurance companies often try to pay you less than what you deserve after an accident, which is why I'm excited to introduce our sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the country and can fight for the best possible result for your case if you become their client. Whether it's a minor accident or something more serious, they make sure the insurance company doesn't shortchange you. The best part? You don't pay them up front. If they don't win, you don't pay. If you ever find yourself in an accident, remember your options. You can start your claim now by clicking the link in description below. Thanks to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video. Viewership numbers went through the roof, proving there's a hunger for this kind of excitement. But for Clark, the path to stardom isn't all roses.
Her first ever game of the WNBA, forcing 10 turnovers. Right there you see Dejonai Carrington come out of position, get her with the hip.
Despite her amazing plays, she gets slammed by haters online every game day, a dark side to the WNBA community.
They were up in the first quarter. The Fever getting their first win last night in Los Angeles. That's got to be pretty tough, I would think, on Caitlin to just really be patient with herself and with her team.
Caitlin Clark's journey to the WNBA has been a highlight reel. Ever since she first dribbled a ball, it was clear she had something special. Growing up in Iowa, she dominated high school, turning heads of college coaches and becoming a local legend.
One of the things that Lisa Bluder's worked on all season is getting Clark off the ball more. Here's Clark driving and laying.
Her insane talent and never give up attitude landed her at the University of Iowa, where she became a star almost instantly.
Davis, time winding down. Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win. Yeah! She does it time and time again, the 40-piece, and walks off with the...
But is there trouble brewing between Clark and the WNBA? We're about to dig into some rumors and why they might make you see red. Caitlin Clark wasn't just a point getter for the Iowa Hawkeyes. She was a flat-out offensive machine.
Points away because she already has 2 buckets so far.
Well, this is where she's so good. Deceptively quick. She has every move in the bag where she can continually read the defense on the move. And then the three in.
During her time there, she rewrote the record books, draining buckets from anywhere on the court. Opposing teams sweated guarding her because she could score at will.
Clark in transition, yes!
But she was also a smart player. Clark saw the court like a chessboard, finding open teammates with pinpoint passes that led to easy baskets. This ability to not only score, but set up others made her a true leader on the court, elevating her teammates' games as well as her own. Caitlin's college dominance had everyone buzzing about her WNBA future.
Without them being able to contest.
Anna Stolke posting up, but you know who they go to. 22 from the outside. Oh, this is going to happen quick.
Would her magic translate to the pros? Draft day was a formality. Caitlin was a lock for the top picks. Stepping into the WNBA was a dream fulfilled, but reality hit hard. The competition was fierce, a step up from anything she'd faced before, but rookie struggles didn't faze Caitlin.
So here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! The
in women's college basketball.
She adjusted fast, showcasing the skills that made her a college superstar. Putting points on the board remained her specialty.
This crowd, wow, in only ways that Caitlin can.
No matter how tough the WNBA defenders were, Caitlin found ways to score, proving she belonged. Caitlin Clark, the college scoring queen, some compared to the legendary Pete Maravich, is having a rough transition to the WNBA. The Indiana Fever rookie is racking up assists, but also a surprising number of turnovers. This early struggle has some fans scratching their heads. Is the jump to the pros just that tough, or is something else going on? Let's look deeper. The NBA and WNBA are worlds away from the hoops most fans grew up with.
Pure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team. Clark connects.
Take the recent top draft pick in the WNBA, Maya Clark. Clark's baptism by fire came playing big minutes for a team with a losing record.
Oh, that's on the rip through on the cut by Power Cassidy with the elbow.
Previous foul was under review.
Yeah, and it looks like she was just going to cut. It doesn't look like there's any intent right there, but definitely comes through right.
Even before her first game tipped off, things got rough. During a game, Chicago's Chennedy Carter leveled Clark with a hard foul on an inbounds play, a move more at home in a demolition derby than basketball. Instead of backing down, Carter's teammates hyped her up and her coach downplayed the whole thing. Carter herself didn't even apologize, saying it was just competitive basketball and there's no hard feelings after the final buzzer.
I think at the end of the day, I'm a competitor. Now that it's another day, I've had an off day, now I can answer your questions and I can let you know how I really feel about things, but I'm a competitor. And I'm going to compete no matter who you are and no matter who's in front of me. So that's just what it was. Heat of the moment play. We're getting at it. We're going back and forth. It's basketball. It's all hoops. After we finish the game, it's all love.
Charles Barkley, a retired NBA legend who throws shade like nobody's business, wasn't shy about criticizing some WNBA players. He basically said, hey, be thankful this rookie is bringing in more cash and attention. Stop the jealousy train.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes.
Barkley went on to say that focusing on negativity hurts the league, especially when it's growing. Think about it. Getting your name out there is usually good, right? But apparently not everyone sees it that way, so why the shade on a player who's helping the WNBA shine brighter? Sports commentator Clay Travis has a theory.
Here's the reality. Tommy's right. It's not just race, though. It's also sexuality. Caitlin Clark is a white heterosexual woman in a black lesbian league, and they resent and are jealous of all of the attention and the shoe deal that she got.
Some WNBA players might not be fans of Caitlin Clark because she's white, straight, and doing really well financially, all while soaking up the spotlight. Last year, superstar Clark exploded onto the scene, skyrocketing WNBA viewership. But is she the magic key to long-term growth? Maybe not. The truth is, the WNBA thrives on its own terms. It's faster, fiercer, and showcases individual brilliance. It's also no secret that money plays a bigger role here compared to college ball. Here's the thing, both the NBA and WNBA deliver heart-pounding action. But the WNBA has its own way of doing things, and some might argue it strays a bit from the textbook. For instance, those coast-to-coast drives where players seemingly hold the ball forever before throwing down a dunk. They might not be by-the-book basketball, but they're electrifying. Same goes for those dazzling displays of ball handling. Sure, some might see them as carrying violations, but they leave fans in awe. And listen, defense can get rough with players pushing the limits. It might not always be textbook fouls, but that intensity is what keeps fans on the edge of their seats. The WNBA isn't trying to be a carbon copy of the NBA. It's carving its own path, one fueled by speed, skill, and undeniable passion for the game. It's a different brand of basketball, and that's what makes it exciting. Caitlin Clark's rookie season in the WNBA has been a whirlwind of cheers and something else. While fans pack arenas to see her electrifying play, some opponents seem to be taking a different approach.
I do think that there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege. And we have to acknowledge that.